Greetings, viewers. Today we are going to talk about one of the most prominent figures in history, Alexander the Great. Alexander was not only known for his military conquests but also for his philosophical insights. In this video, we are going to take a look at some of his most inspiring and thought-provoking quotes.
The greatest enemy will hide in the last place you would ever look.
This quote suggests that sometimes we may overlook the most obvious solution to a problem. It reminds us to be vigilant and thorough in our search for answers.
There is nothing impossible to him who will try.
Alexander believed in the power of determination and perseverance. He believed that with enough effort and dedication, anything is possible.
I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep. I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion.
This quote emphasizes the importance of good leadership. A strong leader can inspire and unite a group, whereas a weak leader can lead to chaos and disarray.
A true friend is one soul in two bodies.
Alexander valued the importance of true friendship. He believed that a real friend is someone who is there for you through thick and thin and understands you better than anyone else.
Bury my body and don't build any monument. Keep my hands out so the people know the one who won the world had nothing in hand when he died.
This quote demonstrates Alexander's humility. He believed that true greatness lies not in material possessions but in the impact we make on the world.
He who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious.
Alexander was a skilled military strategist, and this quote reflects his understanding that timing is everything in warfare. Knowing when to fight and when to retreat is crucial to success.
There is nothing more royal than truth.
Alexander valued honesty and integrity above all else. He believed that a true leader should always be truthful with his people.
He who has not conquered himself shall be conquered by others.
This quote emphasizes the importance of self-control. Alexander believed that if we do not have control over our own desires and impulses, we will be at the mercy of others.
I am a lover of learning, and I am not ashamed to learn from anyone who has something to teach me, even from my enemies.
Alexander was a curious and open-minded individual who believed that there is always something to learn from others. He believed that even our enemies can teach us valuable lessons.
I would rather live a short life of glory than a long one of obscurity.
Alexander believed that it is better to live a life of purpose and impact, even if it is short, rather than a long life of mediocrity.
I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well.
This quote highlights the influence of Alexander's mentor, Aristotle. Alexander recognized the value of a good education and credited his teacher for shaping him into the person he became.
I am not a man of words, but of actions.
Alexander was a man of action, not just talk. He believed that deeds speak louder than words and that it is our actions that define us.
I would rather excel in the knowledge of what is excellent than in the extent of my power and possessions.
Alexander valued knowledge and wisdom over material wealth and power. He believed that true greatness comes from understanding what is truly important in life.
I am not afraid of an army of elephants led by a mouse.
This quote reflects Alexander's fearlessness and confidence in his abilities as a military leader. He believed that with the right strategy and tactics, he could overcome any obstacle.
The more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know.
Alexander was a great believer in knowledge and education. This quote reflects his understanding that the pursuit of knowledge is a never-ending journey that leads to self-awareness and personal growth.
I am dying from the treatment of too many physicians.
Alexander's death is still a mystery to this day, but this quote suggests that he may have died from the medical treatments he received. It shows that even the greatest of men are vulnerable to the limitations of science and medicine.
The envious man thinks that if his neighbor breaks a leg, he will be able to walk better himself.
Alexander understood human nature and the destructive power of envy. This quote highlights the fact that envy only leads to bitterness and resentment, and that it's better to focus on one's own strengths and accomplishments.
My logisticians are a humorless lot. They know if my campaign fails, they are the first ones I will slay.
Alexander was a master strategist who understood the importance of logistics in war. This quote shows his appreciation for the people who helped him achieve his goals, but also his ruthlessness and willingness to hold others accountable for failure.
I would rather be first in a little Iberian village than second in Rome.
This quote reflects Alexander's pride and his belief in the importance of personal achievement. He valued individual excellence above all else and believed that true greatness could only be achieved through personal effort and determination.
To the strongest.
This famous phrase is attributed to Alexander the Great and reflects his admiration for strength and power. It's a simple but powerful statement that captures his attitude towards life and his belief in the importance of physical and mental strength.
I am not afraid of death, but I am in no hurry to die.
Alexander was a man who understood the fragility of life and the inevitability of death. This quote shows his acceptance of mortality, but also his appreciation for the time he had on earth.
I am not afraid of difficulties. What frightens me is the ease with which they occur.
This quote shows Alexander's understanding of the challenges that come with leadership and his fear of complacency. He knew that difficulties were inevitable, but also recognized the danger of becoming too comfortable and losing the drive to succeed.
I am not afraid of poverty. I am afraid of boredom.
Alexander was a man who lived for adventure and excitement. This quote shows his fear of a life without purpose or passion and his understanding of the importance of finding meaning and fulfillment in one's pursuits.
I am not afraid of gods or men, but of being bored.
This quote shows Alexander's disdain for complacency and his desire to live life to the fullest. He was a man who valued excitement and adventure above all else and was willing to take risks to achieve his goals. Alexander the Great may have died more than 2,000 years ago, but his legacy lives on in these powerful words. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.